Welcome to episode 27 of the NEKO-ALPHA show, bringing you the latest NFT Alpha and insight from the United Neko Alliance here in Tokyo. In today's show, we'll hit the alpha, quick spaces recap, and a drop of community news to wrap things up. Before we start, please remember, none of this is financial advice. Do your own research. This is our commentary, info sharing, and our individual assessments of the NFT and Web3 space here in Japan. So, with that, let's get things started. Go ahead, Alpha.
Yeah, lots of happening this week. Here's the NFT collection ranking in Japan, 7-day ranking, and you can see we've got a new entry at number 2, Wafuku Gen, or Wafuku Gen. Wafuku Gen, and it's 11.1K items and a 0.4 or 0.04 floor. And you can see it's a cute anime style. Here's their page. It's weird that their page says there's 10,000 items, but there's actually 11,111 on their Opensea. Here's the, another interesting thing about this one is that it comes with sound, little sound clip. There's 4 varieties of sound clip, and this is the sound artist, Yokodori, and this is the Twitter and one of the founders. So moving on to the next one, we've got at number 5, AZITO Land Deed. And this dropped on the 27th. And 3K items, 1.1K owners, 0.05 floor, and it's pre-reveal. And I think the reveal is coming up.
Reveal on the 4th.
Okay, thanks.
3 days. Yep, 4th of September.
Yeah, here's the web page, which will be your mask.
They've developed a pretty interesting story, which they describe here on the website.
AZITO Land Deed NFT. With this collection, holders can own a land in AZITO. But it looks like if this is the art, it looks like PFPs, but I guess we'll have to stay tuned to figure that out. Incorporated in Singapore, generative art sale. And next, this is interesting. Number 7, Onigiri Pepes. The 6.2K items, 1.6K owners, 0.04 floor price. Some pretty fire Pepe derivative art. Look at that. But the cool thing about this is it says, so the artist goes by the name Onigiri, which is a rice ball in Japanese. And he says he has staggering 750 traits in this collection. But this artist is an OG Rare Pepe artist from 2017. Here's the official Twitter. Here's the artist Twitter. He lists the rare Pepes that he made, cards that he made in 2017. You can see them here on Rare Japanese NFTs website. This looks like it's actually all stuff by him, but there's some non-Pepe stuff in here too. But here you can see Pepe Ball, Pepe Jiro, Pepe Nal, Perochi, Pepe Evo, Pepe Hand, Pepe the Albino, Pepe Dark Side, Pepe Nin. That's a ninja Pepe. So this is, and all of these were released in 2017, between July and September.
So safely an OG Pepe artist.
Yeah.
In that OG time period. So, you know, it's like Pepe, people in the know what Pepe is, but, you know, NFTs are not quite mainstream, you know, generally. Pepes are definitely not mainstream in terms of knowledge base around the world globally. I got to imagine in Japan, it's even less so. So maybe with this project, he's going to be bringing a little bit more attention to some of the OG, some of the old original projects that were out there.
Yeah, a lot of people are just kind of not going to know what this is about, but you know, other people are going to be here's Tony, our friend Tony Vega, saying, "Whoa! Apparently, there's a Japanese Rare Pepe inspired project called Onigiri Pepes." But I mean, and the artist and OG Rare Pepe artist Onigiri. So yeah, caught Tony's attention. So moving on, we have our friends Shinsei Galverse. We haven't talked about them for a while, but we've their floor price has been going up a little bit recently, and that seems to be based on some announcements they've made. Of course, you know, they're in the background. They have a long-term project of trying to make an anime, but it looks like in the meantime they've partnered with the VTubing partner Sally Danger from Voltaku Studios, and they've kicked off behind-the-scenes VTubing streams in the Galverse Discord. So there's some examples here, a few videos. And here's Sally Danger, engineer, artist, CTO of Voltaku Studios. Here's Voltaku. And here's Amy. No, this is actually a separate thing. Amy saying that they're featured in Vogue Japan. So they've been, Amy's been really good at getting the Japanese media to notice her, which is awesome because it's bringing more awareness of NFTs in Japan. She's definitely a leader in that area. And here, going back to the VTuber. So we've talked about VTuber Ado Lena, who has been on our spaces. We've mentioned her in this the NEKO-ALPHA show, and he is also one of our collaborators in the NEKO-ALPHA, the NEKO Collab project. So it's great to see that she's also. We knew that she was friends with Amy, but we see that she's also involved with the VTuber, which makes total sense because she's a well-known VTuber in Japan. So it's great to see that collaboration.
Yeah. In addition to VTuber, she is a music NFT creator. She's also a metaverse wearables creator and does a lot of Decentraland stuff. So really versatile, really prolific, does a lot of stuff. And then just back to Galverse, in addition to doing a great job in talking to publications and promoting in Japan, they do a periodic town hall in English. So they do a good job in communicating overseas. I was on one, or just listening to one recently, and Sally Danger was in there describing what they're doing with, or what she was doing with the VTuber collaboration with her company. And the Galverse people were talking about how their thought process in terms of how to do it, what they were going to do. So it was very informative. They did a good job in explaining it to the community.
Yeah, it's great. It's great to see because that's that's the challenge for most of the Japanese projects, and we know that from the beginning Amy's hasn't been shy about putting together an international team. So it's good to see her continuing to do that, and I think that's really going to play to their success in the long term, and hopefully, encourage some other projects to follow suit. Really. And so moving on, we have where are they? Crypto. Oh, there we go. Just one below Shinsei Galverse, we see Crypto Baby Animals. And here they are, Crypto Baby Animals. So this seems like these were minted a while ago by the owner, by the project owner, and then but they really have gone on sale recently. They're basically this is like the initial sale, basically. I mean, I can click on this, and owned by Busan 2025. So Busan is the owner of this project. So it's basically selling now at a pretty ambitious price point, 0.1. We see 48 total volume. So it has been selling. Let's see if it's still what the activity is like today. Yesterday, okay, so a little less today, 3 hours, 4 hours, 10 hours. But yesterday was quite, a day ago, you can see quite a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, when we were looking at this, it seemed like they minted 6 months ago, and then the creator has been holding them and has been releasing them. And it seems like a month ago he started releasing a lot of them, and we can see that they're being bought up at that price point, being released by the creator. Nothing yet on secondary, it would seem, because everybody's buying directly.
Yes, yeah, and it's a very high. You can see a pretty high owner count here.
Yeah.
Or the owner count's going up. It's actually not that high right now, but considering that I don't think they've all been sold. Looking at the activity, the individual owners is pretty. People are mostly buying one, and a few people are buying 2 or 3. So I think, and there's a website here. Okay, here's the owner, Busan. And it says CAWA DAO, right? His pinned tweet. So I don't know what that is. But here's the Crypto Baby Animals website, which is super text heavy. And he also has a Polygon Baby Animals. You got a white paper. So he mentions a DAO again. There's all this stuff about utility and like an amazingly complex picture here. So something's going on, and people are buying. That's what we can tell you.
I've been working on deciphering that schematic. Give me a couple days, and I'll get back to you on what I see is happening with the project.
That's how you know it's authentically Japanese. Those schematics are big over here.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, this is the classic, like pale green and yellow and pink, stuff like that.
It's the tertiary colors. Reno's a big fan of the tertiary colors, so we got that.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. It's anyway. Something's going on here. We'll find out more and let you know. So next we've got just below that. Oh, it's below that. Oh, it's not in the ranking. Right. It's not in the ranking, but Crypto Shimeji is in the Opensea ranking. Hit number 12 here on Ethereum projects, and I think it was number 8 yesterday. So that's pretty impressive. And let's have a look at that.
See that floor price, 0.15. It was a free mint.
Free mint, yeah. And
popped over
we were just looking at it a little while ago with 0.14, and it went up 0.15 while we were speaking. So crypto Shimeji, this is like a corporate drop. And let's see if we can find, here's their Shimeji NFT. So it says 10K project by Shimeji PR Keyboard. So here's their, here's the website for Shimeji Keyboard. So this is basically an app. It's a mobile app to replace your Japanese input keyboard with a different keyboard that works a different way, and also I presume is very good for doing their emojis. So CAWA emojis are these kind of, you can see this on my screen right now popping up, this kind of emoji. So they've launched this project and got a pretty respectable floor here, and almost 50% owners. So that's impressive, actually. They must have a fair number of NFT enthusiasts in their users for this app, for this mobile app.
Got to think they were using the app somehow for promotion, maybe serving up some ads about this and making it easy for people to maybe get onboarded. And I'm interested to know what the ratio of owners overseas would be. I saw a couple of tweets where people were speculating that it's pretty popular overseas, but I'm not sure about that. But you got to think the corporate platform, the Emoji Keyboard app was used, or at least their community was used effectively.
Well, these kind of emojis are really popular in Japan.
Yep.
So they're already basically hooked into meme city, because in a way these kind of emojis are memes in themselves sometimes. So I think it's a pretty interesting play. We'll definitely keep an eye on this one.
So, my speculation, why is it not? Yeah, go ahead.
Community benefits. IP collaboration, NFTs, airdrop, whitelist party, Shimiji online offline community activities, Shimeji community DAO governance participation future. And here we go. Shimeji keyboard VIP benefits. Use and display your unique mushroom NFT avatars in the Shimeji community. Show your mushroom NFT avatars in the Shimeji Kawamoji annual awards. Hype to earn benefits for NFT owners. Okay, well, it looks like the reveal date is September 14th. So we'll see. Number of crates, 247.
And a question I have is, why is it not listed in the NFT rankings website? Is it because the parent company is Baidu Japan, and which the parent company of that is a Chinese company, Baidu? Could that be the reason?
Well, it's brand new, so it's not automatic getting into the rankings. So somebody's got to request it, basically. So it's quite possible that they didn't bother. And I'll also notice here that it's CC0. So
yep.
I'm actually, looking forward to seeing what comes out of there.
Yeah.
And where are we now? Meiji. Okay, just a couple other quick updates. So we talked about, I think we mentioned Joyfa last week. Here they've announced another collaboration with Naoko Saito, which many people know is a very popular illustrator in Japan and the artist for the Megami project. So if you hold a Megami, you can now mint your Freedom sneaker with your Megami on it. So that's cool. And another quick update here: Murakami's finally got the notification out to the winners of the raffle for the remaining Murakami Lucky Cat Coin Banks lottery. I did not win, so
Sorry to hear that, Neil. Mark Rana.
And you didn't either because you forgot.
Because I missed it. You gave me a week's notice to sign up, and I didn't. That's on me.
But anyways, that's done. So check your email if you did. If you did register for that, you should have an email from the usual Kai Kiki official Murakami Flowers mailing list place. And if you got it, you can mint it. And yeah, that's it for the alpha. And over to you, Steve, to talk about, we had a fun spaces on Tuesday there.
Yeah, we did. So Marimo-san, who is a big friend of the group of Neko Alliance and somebody we've collaborated with and will be a collaborator on our project, was our featured guest. But it was funny. We actually, the conversation was a lot of fun and kind of devolved into this sort of like a CAWA kind of discussion, which means like a sort of an English conversational like lesson almost. So it was a lot of fun. Check out the recording if you want to hear us kind of explain different ways of talking about things in Japanese and English. But Marimo-san was our featured guest. She was away for like a couple in LA. She went to the Friends with Benefits Fest. That was the reason for going. But then she extended her stay a couple times. She was there for that thing. She did a lot of stuff. She met a lot of people. She started going to other events, and she was featured at an exhibition for Knox Gallery, which is a Japanese-based gallery, but they had something going on in LA. So you can see there her art was being displayed. That's the Revo collection that she dropped maybe a month ago now, which was a Avalanche-based project that she did with JPEGs. So she did that, and she was going to a lot of different events. But that gallery was started by a guy named DJ Kucha, whom we met last 2 nights ago at our NFTers event. So it was funny because Marimo-san was there as well, and we just happened to be talking to this guy who has this IRL gallery here in Tokyo, and it turns out to be the same gallery, the Knox Gallery. So she's going to be part of the next exhibition, and Crypto Art Week Asia. She's going to try to coordinate something with them for that. I would love to be able to exhibit some of the Neko Alliance stuff there as well. So I really want to talk to her and to DJ Kucha about that.
Yeah, that would be great.
So you can see here, there's another tweet here. Marimo-san was there, as well as Metani, whom we've talked to before, and Tone-san, who's one of only 3 Doodles holders in Japan. He was a featured speaker at the Blue Chip party a couple months ago for the Blockchain Week in Japan.
That's not keep spreading that.
That's not true?
There's more than 3. There's more than 3.
Okay. But one of the but he was a featured guest at that Blue Chip party talking about Doodles, which obviously is a Blue Chip project. And
Tony's she was.
She. That's right. She. That's right. There was she and he. Couple people. Sorry about that. Yeah, you're right. She.
Yeah, and where are we there? Oh yeah. You just mentioned NFTers.
Yeah, so NFTers, we had that on Tuesday. It was a good group of people, and as I mentioned, DJ Cucho was there. Some other people were there, but we had a great conversation with him. Had a great conversation with other people, and there's Marimo-san right in the middle, talking to a couple guys, including me.
Yeah.
And, yeah, we had a great photographer on hand with us, and great artist who was able to capture some great shots. Who was that?
I don't know, some random stranger, but yeah, it was a nice event. There were the people you mentioned, Abasa from Gati, Majiske from Bonsai NFTs. It was a nice conversation.
Oh yeah,
And
I forgot to mention Majisuke-san and Bonsai NFT Club,
yeah,
which we should have done. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, that's it. I mean, it's just great. That guy is so fun and enthusiastic, and he always brings a little baby bonsai with him to the event, which is awesome. So yeah, come check that out. I think we need to take more photos and video and such at that event and share them and really get people an idea of what it's like. It's a fun group, and it's a varied group. Neil, you've mentioned before that most people are into crypto or NFTs to some degree, but it's not to an exclusive point. Like, people could easily come there and just talk with people and learn new things if they're new to the space. Yeah,
extremely welcoming.
Definitely, and a great venue, as we always say. Like, plenty of space. The music isn't too loud. You can easily have a good conversation with someone. There's some sofas for little breakout sessions if people want to go have some more in-depth conversation. They're comfortable. So yeah, that was Tuesday evening in Japan, and the next one will be on September 13th. So if you're in the Tokyo area, if you're in Japan, come to the Tokyo area. Come check it out. It's a good event.
Absolutely. And speaking of events, we got a couple things upcoming. So Very Long Animals, as you can see here on the tweet, big announcement. We will have the event of Very Long Animals at Tokyo. This is the third event and must be the biggest ever. The name is Super Very Very Jumbo Festival. That's happening on September 17th from 6 to 9. And it shows how to sign up here. You've got to use the Line app, which is basically the very popular version of it's like WhatsApp, and it's everybody in Japan uses it. So this is they're getting all the Very Long community onto the Line, the official Line account, and using that as their way to sign up. And it basically sends you to PTX to get the actual ticket, which is free, and they're encouraging everybody in the community to come. But also, it looks like you can pretty much come if you're just curious and want to join in the fun. And I pretty much guarantee it will be fun, because we had them. We had the Very Long community joining us at our NFTers Tokyo meetup a few meetups ago, and they definitely brought a lot of fun energy to that. And we've been mentioning the past couple of weeks NFT Party Tokyo coming up in when is it? October. The event's in October, but they've been going through rounds of ticket sales. The first one was sold out in like a minute or two, and the second round sold out in like 8 minutes. And there's a third round coming up, which Japan time is this evening, 8 p.m. And 600 tickets go on sale. So each time they've been increasing the number of tickets that go on sale. So I would think that they increased the price this time too, because I think it was 3,000 last time. So that's going to be I think they'll be a little bit easier this time, because with the 400 it was going for 8 minutes. So and those people, 500 people have already bought. So I would think that you should have a bit more time, but maybe not a lot. So if you're looking to attend this event, this is probably a good chance. So here's the PTX link here. So NFT Party Tokyo, round 3 of ticket sales. And that's it for the community announcements.
All right. I guess that's about it for the show. All the links to everything that we've mentioned above, including the projects, the events, and Spaces recap stuff, learn more about Marimo-sphere, those will all be linked in the description. Please subscribe, please like, please share, do all the YouTube things that YouTube people always ask you to do. And our subscriber count is creeping upward. It's slowly but surely creeping upward. And so if you're not subscribed, do so. We appreciate it. Shout outs to, we have our standard shout outs, Sophie-san from NFT JPN, always joining us in spaces, always introducing us to new and upcoming artists and projects, which is great. Hope-san as well for his trilingual superpowers, always in spaces, helping us make sure the communication flows smoothly. And also coming up on an interview, which we will be releasing soon. Check us out on Twitter. All the relevant links to the project are there, Discord, and link to this channel as well if you share the Twitter with someone. So give us a follow there to stay hip to what's going on here in the Japan space, and jump into Discord. And if you are into Instagram, you can jump in there too. They did just release they're integrating NFT stuff into Instagram, so we'll see if that turns into anything. Maybe not.
Nobody uses that for NFTs, so don't bother. Don't.
Yeah, not yet.
We're gonna shut that down.
But if someone could get rid of Discord, I mean, it would be nice.
Scams.
Yeah. Well,
Just
Twitter crushed Clubhouse, right? All they had to do was add the functionality. It happens. We'll see.
Hey.
Was that?
All right. I said, we'll see.
Yeah.
Said, all right.
All right. So that's it. Thanks for joining us.
Murakami's using Instagram for
exactly.
Discord. So he may end up being the pioneer on that front.
We can only hope. So to everyone who's listening, and especially to those my fellow anti-Discord heads, have a great day, have a great evening, whatever it may be. Jump into those Web 2 portals. Let's all push through into Web 3. And for today, that is a wrap.
Super Very, Very Jumbo Festival.
Great name. Of course,